everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we will be doing a marble design. I had one of my girls on Instagram let me know that she was having a little bit of a hard time trying to do it, so we're going to do that now. And I also wanted to let y'all know that if you're having a hard time with, a certain thing, let me know and I'll try my hardest to get a video out. Like she told me this yesterday, so I'm doing this today because I had a little bit of time. Somebody didn't show up. So yeah, I'm gonna do that now. Y'all, Sugar is so nosy. What, baby? What? So keep watching. Alrighty, so we're gonna get started. So the first thing we're gonna need is a black polish, because I will be doing a black marble as well as a white one. So I'm gonna use a black, I'm gonna use a black gel polish, a white gel polish, as well as a black nail art paint, and also a white one. And these two are from Dollar General. They're $1 a piece. And then these I got from my local nail supply store, which you can find on eBay, and I'll leave the link to these in the description. And then I'll also be showing you how to do the marble with the Sharpie, so I'm just going to use a black Sharpie. So we're going to get started. So I'm going to do 2 white ones and then 1 black one. So first thing you want to do is just polish the nail whatever color you want. So like I said, for this one we're going to do 2 whites and then 1 black marble. And see, this is what I was talking about in my other video, that this La Palm white is pretty thick, as you can see, and I kind of don't like that. And then we're going to do this one black. So once again, I'm using this La Palm Little Black Dress black gel polish. See, this black one's not bad. It's not as thick as that white one. I'm guessing that white one was just a bad batch, because I like these polishes. They come 2 in 1 package. You get a regular polish and a gel polish for a good price. I believe at my local store it's only like $5 or $6. And then I forgot to mention that we also need a little dapping dish with acetone and a brush to clean around the cuticle. And then this will also be the same brush that I use for my marble. And I'm just going to cure them for 30 seconds. And I'm using my light from Amazon. And I'll leave the link in the description, as well as the 30% promo code. Okay, so they are cured. Now we're going to go back and do the second coat. Okay, so now we did the second coat. Now we're going to cure them again for another 30 seconds. Okay, so they are completely cured. So first thing I'm going to do is do the one with the black marble. So once again, I'm using this Broadway nail art paint from Dollar General. So what I usually do is I draw a line across the nail, and you kind of want to wiggle it around. And then I usually do 1 right there, 1 right here, and then 1 on this side. That's what I always do. And then you dip your brush, and you can use any little brush that you have. You dip your brush into the acetone and just dab those lines. You kind of want to just slightly touch them. Okay. So then we're going to go back and redraw those lines that we drew at first. So, and this time I like to make them a little bit more like fine. Okay, so then I'm gonna go back in and just barely even touch them. So I dip my brush back into the acetone, wipe it off, because you don't want it soaking, you just want it to where it's wet. And this is just to kind of blend the little lines in. And then once again I'm gonna go back and just redraw that line. But as you can see, I'm just I want it to make a shadow for this line, so I'm just gonna go back and barely even draw anything on there. Okay, so that's it for that one. And then now I'm gonna do my Sharpie one. So this is just the regular Sharpie, and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna draw those lines. Dip your brush into the acetone and just dab the lines. The only thing about this one, whenever I use the black Sharpie, it turns to like this purplish color, which, I mean, it's cute, but I want it to be black. Then I'm going to go back in with my Sharpie and redraw those lines. Same thing, just go back in and dab them again. You see how I'm barely like even touching them? Like I'm not just, you know, pressing down on it. I'm like really, really slightly. I think this one I'm just going to leave like that. I'm not going to go back. So there's really not a certain way, like a right way or a wrong way to do it. You kind of just do it to where you're okay with it. Like those two I'm okay with. But a lot of the time, like say maybe I put too much acetone, so I have to keep redrawing my lines until it kind of looks right to me. So now we're moving on to the black one. So I'm going to use the same Broadway nail art paint but in white. So same thing, you draw your lines. So I do the same thing, that line across, the line at the bottom on the side, and then the other side. Dip your brush, dab the lines. So this first layer of white lines that we draw, you basically want to just spread it out throughout the nail. So we're going to go back and redraw our lines again. Same thing. This time you just want to do it a little bit more slightly. So once again, we're going to go back and draw those lines again, but this time they're going to be real fine. And remember, you want to just kind of wiggle it around. You don't want just a straight line. And then I'm going to go back in and dab them a little bit more. So see, I feel like there wasn't enough white in the background, so that's why I'm going back again. So like I said, just kind of keep doing it until you like how it turns out. Okay, so I kind of like that. So now we're just going to apply our top coat. And this is a gel top coat. And I know people has asked me, you know, does this work with regular polish? Now, I've never tried it, but I would say no, because you have to put acetone on there, you know, to spread that polish out. And if you were to do a regular white underneath, and when you put that, you know, the acetone on there, then it would mess up. So as you can see, the only difference between the Sharpie, using the Sharpie and using the white nail art polish, is that this black Sharpie kind of turns that like a purplish bluish color. I mean, it's, which I said it's not ugly, I just rather it be black. Alrighty, so now we're gonna cure it for 60 seconds and I'll be back. Alrighty, y'all, so this is the final look. So the first one to the right, I used a white gel polish, and then I used a black nail art paint to do the black marble. And then the middle one, I used the same white gel polish underneath, and then I used a Sharpie to do my marble. And the black one, I used a black gel polish and used a white nail art paint to do the marble. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it was really helpful. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos to come.